All right, we're live. We're in public right now. Let everybody in. All right, guys. Oop, we are public. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. This is exciting. Just letting you guys know, I am broadcasting publicly, so it is in public. That means in my public YouTube now and public YouTube in cryptos and AI. And on the challenge group. Why? Because it's happening. We touched on it a little bit on the highs. So if we go to coinmarketcap.com, we did touch 65K, 64K briefly. Okay, 64K briefly. So guys, the title of this podcast is 100,000 anytime now. Why? Right here, when Bitcoin hits, when it surpasses the all-time high, which is right here, 68,000. That's $4,000 away from the $64,000. Every news outlet in the world, hopefully I'm not muted. I think I'm not muted. Mic test, mic test. All right, there you go. Every news outlet in the world will cover this news, this information. So once again, guys, I am live publicly because anytime now we'll hit $100,000. It is not that far. 60, that's another 40K. Let me show you guys exactly. I'm so happy because it was around my birthday when I asked the Lord, Lord, what are you up to? Um, and this is what I saw. I saw instead of every crypto halving, right? This is the halving in every years. That was in 2013, 2016, 2020. This 2024, it's supposed to be crypto winter. So you can see here, blue crypto winter low prices, blue crypto winter blue prices, blue crypto winter blue prices. But September 2023, I think when Bitcoin was around $27,000, I was like asking the Lord, Lord, what do you, is it just going to be around the blue? It's not going to be, nothing's really happening. And I heard in my spirit, I'm going to do the exact opposite. It's going to be red. In fact, this is what I saw. I'm going to draw it right now. And then I'll take more of Q&A because I know I have to prepare everyone. So I saw this. This is what I saw. Something like this. This is what I saw. I was like, wow, Lord, that's amazing. He says he's gonna do it upside down. I'm gonna confound the wise. The people who thinks they figured it out, they're not gonna figure it out. So that's one thing I want to point out. So that's first things first. The other thing I want to point out is Manuel Johnson did say in his last broadcast that they will try to crash the price. So this is very interesting how 64K it hit, let's say 7 days. See here, I mean, you see it going up. So number one, Manuel Johnson did call up, let's go here, 1 year. He did call it being approved, the ETF being approved. He did call it, there's a dip. Then he called it sideways market. Then he called it up. But one thing he did call is that there's a manipulation. They're gonna try to crash the price. Look at this, 60K, right? I highly suggest dollar cost averaging. There's this concept in our accelerator and our advanced dollar cost averaging. So instead of buying cryptos every time you get paid, you'd buy faster, like every week instead of every 2 weeks or every 3 days, or some people every day. So you get an average price. So that's one right there. So one thing, guys, post in the chat. Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional. This is the time not to rush, not to like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose out. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take profits. We have a plan. We've been doing this. Literally, this is almost 2 year anniversary of the Minus Academy. We've been planning for this 2 years, and some of you guys been here for a year, some for a month, some for a week, some for a day. But do not panic. Have a plan. Watch the recordings. This is the time not to miss classes. So there you go. they're gonna try to crash the price. So it's interesting how that'll drop. That's what I said. If you FOMO and you're like, oh my gosh, it's going up like crazy at 64, and you bought a lot, right? Now you're like, oh my gosh, it's going 60K. And you're like, oh no, what's going on? I might lose some money. Then you lose, and then you sell it. Don't be emotional. Have an entry strategy. So I'm giving you the entry strategy. The entry strategy is dollar cost averaging, right? Buy every time you get paid 10%, or advanced dollar cost averaging, something faster than that. And then same thing, have an exit strategy. We will start signaling to you guys when to cash out. I'm asking the Lord, when is a good time? I'm thinking, I don't know if it's at 80 or 90K. I mean, right here, the yellow's still 86K. Technically, we shouldn't pull out anything until 86K. Definitely, we're not just pulling out at 100,000. What Manuel Johnson say, we're going to pull out earlier than that. So the question is it 80 or is it 90? So stay tuned for that one. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share. Manuel Johnson is on, I think, tonight. One thing I also want to share is, anybody had issues with Coinbase? Post in the chat a one if you had issues with Coinbase this morning. Okay, just put a one if you did, two if you don't, if you didn't. Okay. All right, one if you had issues. Okay, so here's another one. If you go to Coinbase status, drum roll, there you go. Okay. Degraded performance, degraded performance. We address this in the advance, where this will be red. The website will not be accessible, and the mobile, and not just that, possibly all your 8 exchanges. So we got ready. If you're in advance, we're already ready for this. I think I started teaching this literally since January. Here it is, a preview, Haas online. If you don't have Accelerate Advance, highly suggest you get it. Advanced, you want to get that, but the whole idea is we have a way to buy cryptos, withdraw with this APIs. I can't go too deep on it. Basically, it's the back route. It's a secondary route when the website goes down and the mobile goes down. If you want to email support@tech.ca if you want to get the advance. And then the same thing, we've also launched our 4th highest level membership for people $100,000 and up. Invite only, you get interviewed. That's for people who have $100,000 and up. That's called Billionaires in Training. I call it the Minus Kingdom Crypto Bit. We have 2 members. We're looking only for 12 at this time. I think 4 more Americans, 3 Canadians, and 3 internationals. But this I want to cover. We cover this in advance if you want not to have this issue. So that's one there. Okay. What else? I think in the chat I also saw, I think Anto said, what about XRP and the other coins? Okay, so this is what you guys need to understand. It's like, why is he saying confirm your speaking language, Arabic? No, I'm speaking English. Zoom. All right. So what happens with cryptos? This is what happens. So I'm trying to do a chart. Let's see if I can do an okay chart. The way it works with cryptos, because you guys are like, what's going on? Let me try to show you guys. I share my screen. What happens with the crypto flow? The crypto flow goes like this. It goes, I mean, you can Google this. It goes from Bitcoin to high cap coins. High cap meaning high market cap. So usually the top 10, and then it goes to medium cap, maybe around top 20, top 50, and then maybe the low cap coins, top 100 plus. So once the whales, the people with a lot of money, I'll make this bigger. Ooh, there you go. Nice. Once that's too big. Wait. Once they make the money in Bitcoin, they start buying the top 10 coins. And then once they make money there, they buy the top 50s, then they buy the 100. So the flow is usually I think there's a better graphics. Bitcoin, crypto flow, high cap, high, medium, low cap. So maybe they have a better graphic. So the flow of the cryptos goes like this. Um, there you go. So that's the flow. I'm trying to see what's the best chart here. What happens is when people put in fiat, they put into Bitcoin. Large cap means, once again, let me show it to you guys, and then I'll take some questions in 5 minutes. Large caps is all of these market cap, the top 10. As you can see, Bitcoin is market cap. All of Bitcoin is 1.1 billion. Ethereum is 393 billion. Sorry, 1.1 trillion, which is 1,000 billion. Ethereum is 393 billion, 98 billion is USDT, the BNB 60 billion. So they start moving when they make the profits in Bitcoin, then they start moving to Ethereum. Ethereum's going to rise. So as you can see here, when Bitcoin rises 17%, Ethereum rises, and then the rest rises, right? Then the BNBs, then the Solanas, then the XRP, it flows down all the way to the high cap coins, which is now it flows because when they start making profits, I mean, there's some outliers such as Uniswap. It went up 50%, but the whole idea is it flows from fiat to Bitcoin to the large cap to the mid cap. So large cap top 10, mid cap, market cap, all the coins, and then the low cap, which is the smaller coins. Okay. There's one graphic. There's another graphic. Okay. Any more questions? No, let me see. Any more questions? What else? So the things that we discovered as well is, yeah, don't rush. Don't have a plan. This is not the time to miss class. Same thing. Remember we said when we hit, let me see here. Right now, it's still $50. Emmanuel and Isaac, if you guys can post the link for our one-on-one help for the team. When this hits all-time high 68, we will increase our one-on-one help from $50 an hour and we will double it. Okay. And then I don't know if it's a week after that, then we'll put in the regular price of 150 per hour. Some of you guys already purchased it. You must use it in 90 days or less. After 90 days, we don't want to honor it. We don't want you, so you can top up. Right now is the time to top up because we're gonna same thing as my schedule for me. My one-on-one is 500. I will most likely increase my price as well. And that's I only take 2 people per day, and it's already booked. So fully booked already. And when I know once I'm fully booked, the team will be fully booked as well. And that's why we need to increase the price. We're gonna grab some coaches in the advance to help us out. That's why we moved to 150 as well. All right, so that's another one. What else? What else did I want to share? So that's it. Don't panic. Let me show. Maybe I have 3 minutes to show. I did say I was going to show you guys how to cash out. Well, remember, we're cashing out to precious metals, but I think today we were going to show how to cash out to Kinesis money to a software wallet. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I have 3 minutes. It's pretty straightforward. It's similar to a MetaMask. I know yesterday Jamie had an issue. Hopefully we don't run into that issue. Let me just downgrade my phone, the camera, because I'm getting. Make sure you have your QR code set up. Let me get that here for Kinesis. And there it is. I'm going to show you guys how to get your software wallet real quick. Okay, there it is. All right, so how do you move your Kinesis Silver, Kinesis Gold, I have 2 minutes, to the software wallet? Friday, hopefully I'll do a little bit of the hardware wallet. I've ordered it from Australia. I saw the instructions. It's very similar to a ledger, but this is how you receive it via software wallet. What do you do? So log into your Kinesis. I'm just making you guys so you guys can bring people in. Log into your Kinesis, and then in the menu, you click on wallet. In the menu, you click on wallet. Here, this is where you activate it. So you have to activate. This is like a MetaMask. This is now outside the Kinesis Money Exchange to store your Kinesis Silver, Kinesis Gold. So you have to activate now. Click on activate. But I already have one. So I want to import. So I already have it. So I'm thinking now, let me see here. Okay, I think I can do it in the support. I apologize because I've already activated mine. But it's pretty straightforward. Once you activate it, it's gonna ask you, it's gonna tell you to back up your private keys. So I don't know if I can see it here, hopefully. Let me see. Okay, sign in with support. Because I don't even know if I can do it because I know I'm not verified. Ooh, email verification code, two-factor mobile phone. Let me see here. All right, I think I might not be able to do it. I just realized it because I already did it. I thought I can open oh there. Okay, 079-636. 079-636. I think hopefully this will work. So okay, okay, I have to verify. So this is interesting. Okay, wallet. Let's see. Hopefully it works. I apologize if it didn't, but we can try again tomorrow because I'll take some Q&A now. So here we go. Activate now. Drum roll. There you go. Right, so you'll see create a new wallet. So you click on create a new wallet. Jamie, let me know when you get stuck. But tomorrow we'll do this all together. Create a new wallet. It's saying encrypting wallet. Drum roll. There you go. Oops. No one's supposed to see this. This is my test one, so I'm not going to use this. But the whole idea is now you have the recovery phrase. You save these 12, so you can save it in a key pass and the password vault or 3 copies. Make sure you have 3 copies, or you can put in metal. Make sure you have that. And then when you click on I confirm, and then you've saved it. Let me see. I know I wasn't supposed to share this, but let me see what happens when I save this. Okay, just give me a second. Let's see. All right, so once you save it, here we go. I have saved it. You confirm. Make sure you wrote this down. I think there's a check after. There you go. So there is a check. There's always these checks. Very important. Stay a minute so that you have this saved. I'm obviously not going to use this because it's public. So good luck with that. There you go. Make sure you test your 12 words. You verified. And then, yes, device and not on any servers. I understand my wallet and Kinesis are held securely on this device. So this is not on a server. It's your private keys. I understand if this application is deleted or moved to the device, the recovery phrase is the only way you can recover that. Then you click on continue. Then you're good to go. So I'm not going to continue with this. And then it's going to look like this. I need to activate it. So tomorrow I'll do the activations so that we can show you setting the wallet. All right, let me take some questions. Any questions, you can raise up your Zoom hands or you can post in the chat. Then we've received insufficient amount of RMS after transferring equity XP from Ledger to Kinesis. Do you know why we got that message? Has anyone received this message? We received insufficient amount. So Diane, that looks like more of the amount is too low. 1 XRP from Ledger to Kinesis. Maybe you need to send more. Try to send 10 or 20. $10 worth. That's what it sounds like, an insufficient amount. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Misty.
Okay, hello.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, so quick question. Just the wallet you were just trying to create, is that going to be a Kinesis wallet?
It's a Kinesis software wallet. So I want to test it to see if I can even restore it to the hardware wallet, but I can't because I don't have it. So it is a Kinesis. I think it's like a software wallet. It's a hot wallet. So it's regardless of the website, it's a storage outside the server. And which is the plan. After we get the Kinesis Silver, Kinesis Gold, or Pax Gold, we're supposed to keep that off the exchange. Right now, unfortunately, I'm just showing the software wallet as a plan A. So you have a software wallet and then the hardware wallet. At least you have 2, because just in case your hardware wallet goes bad, you have the software wallet. And same thing, if you have the software wallet, you have the hardware wallet. I don't know when my hardware wallet will come, but I did order it from Australia. Yeah. So that's a software hot wallet.
Oh, okay. And then I was trying to, this seems to be different from other exchanges. I was trying to put in my payment information, like debit card, just to purchase.
It's a wire. So you're talking about Kinesis?
Yep. But it doesn't look the same.
It's you have to wire. So you're saying there was a way for you to put your debit card?
No, find that.
Miss-
That's why I'm confused.
yeah, so
If you
I'm not teaching it. It's a traditional wire. You just wire the money in. Some of our members have done it already. I can show it briefly. But right here you go menu, you click on deposit. That's the wire transfer, US dollars to the Australian bank or to the Indonesian bank. So a regular wire transfer does it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Is it okay to have it in Australia?
Yeah, yeah. This is a bank. This is from your bank to the Australian bank. When you send it to the Australian bank, then they'll credit you and put you the balance in here. Does that
Oh,
make sense?
okay.
See, yeah.
That's not like offshore accounts that are illegal or anything like that,
No,
right?
no, no, no. This is common practice for these exchanges. I've done this since 2014. I've wired when I was buying my cryptos earlier in the game, it was wired, and I will still do that. And in fact, the same way when we cash out. So I might show this because then when we cash out, actually I should have shown this the other way around. When we withdraw, we're gonna cash out to a bank, right? So let's say USD account, then you fill in your bank details. I'm not going to go through that right now. So it's the same thing the other way around. You got to give them your account number, the routing, all that stuff when you want to purchase the actual metals. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good question, Misty. All excited? That's good.
Yeah, we're finally making progress.
Yeah, I think it's gonna anytime now we're gonna hit it. We've been waiting for this 2 years. So that's happening finally, not just once, but twice. So remember, guys, we are still saying 6 figures March, $100,000, and then we're still calling out June 4,000 is what we're calling out as well. So don't miss this one. This is like a dress rehearsal to the really, really big one in June, because the June one where it could be 300, it could be 500, it could even be 700,000 types of level. Yep. Awesome, Misty. All right, we got Rita and then we got Claudia. Go ahead, Rita. Hey, Rita.
Hey, Irvin, I had kind of the same question that Misty had about the wallet and Kinesis. And yesterday you were showing me how to do the Kinesis transfer to XRP over, but I don't think I clicked receive. So I said, okay, I got it. I didn't do it because when I was trying to do it on my laptop, I noticed I didn't have Chrome. Don't we have to have it secure with Chrome? And for some reason, my
yes,
MacBook
your
wouldn't let me
Chrome,
put, it wouldn't
your
let me, for
your
some reason, I
Chrome.
couldn't put it on there.
Yeah, make sure you always have Chrome. I think you said you have a tablet, right? You have a tablet or you have a
Well,
laptop?
I did have a tablet, but now I got a laptop, and
Is it a
I was
Mac?
trying to put, yeah.
And then it has a Safari built in. You have to download Chrome. So in your Safari, you have to say download Chrome.
Okay,
And then
so
you
go to
download the Chrome. And then once you download Chrome, make sure you install the Web3 antivirus. Okay?
okay. And
Um,
so when I pull up Kinesis, it'll automatically be on there.
Correct. You'll see it there. Yep. So you'll
Okay,
see
now,
once you log in, then you click on menu and then you click on receive. Then you change this to XRP. Then you click on the radio button. This is what we did
right,
yesterday. Then you
and I
see
got my
address, the memo. Yep.
right. I got that, and wrote that down, but I didn't go through with the process because I said I don't think this is secure because I'm looking at the screen and I see in the upper left hand corner yours had Chrome and mine didn't. And I said, I don't want to make any transactions because then I freaked out when I saw.
Yeah, the Chrome and the Web3 antivirus, Rita, is just an extra layer of protection. Yeah, so try to get that thing. Yeah.
And I'm concerned about Coinbase because I saw a note that people have went in and they lost their funds. They couldn't get to them because
Yeah,
they were
so
gone.
it's not that they lost their funds. It's we knew this was coming. I think you were in my advanced calls, right? So we knew with the influx of people and a lot of activity, I like calling this the exchange traffic jam. It's happening where now sometimes the website won't work and sometimes the app won't work, but the API will continue to work. So we're expecting that. So what guys, post in the chat, never leave cryptos in the exchange. Never leave cryptos in the exchange. If you right now, especially with what's happening, I highly suggest, guys, if you still don't have your hardware wallet, start moving it to your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask in preparation for taking profits. Because I was thinking about this when Manuel Johnson said 100,000. Does it stay there or does it get 100,000 and it goes back down? So we have to be ready for both, whether it stays there or it goes up and then goes down. But then if your stuff is stuck in Coinbase, you're in big trouble. I'm like, I can't even get in Coinbase and I'm trying to get Kinesis. You want it in the hardware wallet, or in this case, if you still don't even have your hardware wallets, I'll type in this, get a Trust Wallet or get a MetaMask and move it in there, or a soft wallet temporarily. And then of course I teach in eights, so do like eight trust wallets or eight MetaMask as a in preparation for that, right? So
Okay,
and
well,
then
this may be,
Rita,
I got one more
yeah,
question.
yeah,
This
go
may
ahead.
be a silly question. So I don't have my Coinbase coins on a ledger, but I did kind of play around with setting some buy and sell limits. So if I go in on Coinbase to put what I have on my ledger, will that impact what I have as buy and
You
sell?
can't put limits. You can't withdraw if there's an order on it. If there's an order on it, it's reserving it. So if you're trying to buy or sell, they will lock that up. Lock it up, meaning because they're getting ready to sell it or buy it. And then when they lock those funds, you can't withdraw it. You can't bring it to your ledger. Does that
Okay,
make
so do I,
Because
because
it's
I was
removed.
just playing around with it, so if
You'll
I
have to
cancel
cancel
off
those.
those
You'll have
orders
to cancel those orders. Correct.
and
Yep.
then put it, okay,
Correct. Very good
okay,
question, Rita. So
all right.
yeah, so those limit orders, remember guys, I want to stress this. We have a member, I don't know if she's here. She had Coinbase stuck for 3 months. My Coinbase is still busted. Like this is years now. I think 1.5 years now. Guys, never leave your cryptos in an exchange. Split it 8 ways. I'm telling you, it's happened to me where I got it stuck there, whether days, weeks, or months. You don't want this happening for you. And that's what I said. When you do that one-on-one with either myself or my team members, we're gonna make sure get your cryptos out of the exchange and put them into the hardware wallet. If you can't get the hardware wallet right now, put it into software wallet, so you don't miss out on this wave. Awesome, Rita. All
Okay.
right. Okay, I think we have two more, Claudia, then Melinda. Go ahead, Claudia. Oh, sorry, we're playing mute tag. Ask to unmute. Okay, I apologize, guys. We got like
watching YouTube last night, and it just came across my feed that PayPal, and I bought some crypto through PayPal. In Britain, they have come under the scrutiny of their regulatory agency, and they have frozen all of their accounts, kind of like doing something. Things keep happening with cryptocurrency and stuff like that. But also, now for Knesset, I was going to put in my account information, my bank information to but those fees are very high because you're actually doing international.
correct. Well, you don't do these things unless like the wire transfer. I mean, in Canada, it's like $30-$60. You don't do this unless when I was doing the wires, I mean, even $1,000, that's like $30-$60. I was doing them when I was doing $9,000 chunks, right? Those wire transfers. That's why I mean the Coinbase, get your cryptos, get the stable coins, move it in there, right? So that's the solution. Yeah. And then Claudia, thank you for highlighting it. Guys, I don't know if you guys caught what Claudia said. She said, so overseas accounts being frozen. This is true. I don't know why. I already sense it. Some of your accounts will be frozen. I'm praying it won't be, but believe it or not, your Coinbase and your Kinesis can be frozen. It highly suggest if you have a spouse or your friends or your children. So right now, my wife, and a business account. We have 4. Now we have 3. So I have one. I have a business account. I have a non-for-profit, and then Azmina has one. She has a business account. She has a non-for-profit. So I have 6. So if something was to go wrong in any of my Coinbase or my Kinesis, I got 5 more backups. Right. So thank you, Claudia, to bring that up, guys. We have to have backups. Get your spouse involved. Get a business. Get a non-for-profit. I'm telling you, always learn in 8s, guys. 8 exchanges, 8 cryptos, 8 hardware wallets, 8 software wallets, 8 everything, okay? Because what you're hearing now, 8 banks, believe it or not, even the banks, this is going to happen. Your banks will ban you. It can happen. It happened to me. There's some banks that are for crypto. When they discover this is cryptos, they will potentially ban you. That can happen, right? My Royal Bank, now I'm on TD. We got TD, we got CIBC, we got Scotia Banks. Who does multiple banks? But be ready, credit unions. Be ready in the top of your mind. You're like, just in case something happens, okay? I think I got one more time for one more question because we got to go for AI. And then tomorrow we'll do some work. Okay, go ahead, Melinda.
Okay, I had contemplating doing some swapping with in Ledger, but it looks like they're requiring you to. I don't know if anyone has done that within Ledger itself, swapped your coins.
I don't suggest it, Melinda. It's using decentralized exchanges and it's a lot of fees. That's more like plan C, D, E, F, G, Z, right? Swapping
Okay.
requires you're not using the exchange, the centralized exchange, you're using the decentralized exchange, and the fees are astronomical. It makes sense when you're doing $10,000 and up kind of transactions. Even then, the fees are up there, and the liquidity and all of that. So I don't suggest it. Try to go with plan A, through an exchange first. Okay, through an exchange first. Is what we want to call that. Okay, Melinda.
Okay, so I get that. Then, okay, we are talking about things freezing up. So how are going dark or whatever?
Right.
How are we going to get our stuff out of the ledger to an exchange
So
to
that's
do
why.
anything?
So that's why you want to have 8 exchanges, right, Melinda? You want.
Yeah, we do.
You
Yeah.
want. I open up an Uphold. Believe it or not, I have an Uphold. Uphold. I got Uphold now. I got Paytree. I got Binance Global. I got Kraken. I got Gemini. I got all these exchanges. Why? Right? We have to be ready. In fact, guys, I'm gonna call this out there. I remember this a few weeks back, and I forgot to tell to the community. Guys, have a backup internet. The what do you call that? I have Elon Musk Starlink. So I have my regular home line from my cable, and then I have mobile, and I mean as a mobile, and then I have a third one. My Starlink can go on, right? Have a backup internet. Here's another one, guys. You're trying to do things, and then we're getting cyber attack with our mobiles. You guys post in the chat if you have a backup internet that's not the same line you have. Type in 1. If you don't, type in 2. This is another risk. Right. So, Melinda, I think you're advanced. Let's talk about this in the advanced more. You're in the advanced, right, Melinda?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go in the, I don't want to overwhelm the foundations. So it looks like no one has the backup. 2 doesn't have no backup, right? So, guys, this is a big one. I'm going to close off with this because we got to go to AI. Guys, Costco is selling the Starlink internet. I think it's like $150 to $200 per month. And then the Starlink, it's satellite internet. So if everyone goes down, you have this. Even in your mobile, you can have this. Why? They're already calling out the cyber attacks, right? I've seen this happen. So Starlink internet, have that ready, because especially if you're dealing in the thousands, have that ready just in case, like, all right, everything's down. Okay, I'm gonna go to McDonald's or Starbucks, activate my Starlink, turn that on, turn that baby on, and now you have a backup. This is what I used when we drove from Toronto all the way to Sacramento. It's beautiful. We had it in Utah. We had it in Denver. We had it everywhere. It was a lot of fun, right? So okay. All right, guys. So I think I'm done. Tomorrow we'll pick some more questions. But guys, I just wanted to share. I'm excited. Guys, don't panic. Don't be emotional. Have a plan. Be prayerful. Multitude of counselors. Put everything we've learned for this moment. This is the first dress rehearsal to the big one in June. And this is I think this is just the dress rehearsal. But this one, I think we are gonna do most likely April event, handing out 7. It's not just 2-figure, 3-figure, even a 1-figure, 1-figure, 2-figure, 3-figure, 4-figure, 5-figure, 7-figure awards, and potentially 8 and 9-figure awards, most likely around end of April, when we plan, or maybe we even have it as early as first or 2 weeks of April. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys. If you have questions, post it in the Kingdom Crypto Foundations. Bye.